Hello all you guys on YouTube, welcome back. I have been doing quite a few updates on my HTTP system, my PC system, sorry, and I was thinking about showing some of you a bit of it, but unfortunately my JVC camera, the higher definition, just ran out of battery, so I'm using this pocket camcorder thingy, yay, and the quality sucks a bit. So I won't go that much into detail. Instead, I just want to show you some of the things I bought for the HTPC, because one of the problems I originally had with this system was that my CPU cooler was actually too high to fit in the case. So the case lid was elevated just a bit, and it didn't close properly. It looked kind of weird, but at the time I didn't care about it. But now I've got a new CPU cooler, and after a lot of searching and forums and back and forth, I finally found one that could fit inside the Silverstone the Scala LC17 HTPC case. And it's this one. Well, it's all empty because I already installed it, but it's the Zalman CNPS 9500 AM2 CPU cooler. Actually, it's quite an old model. It's originally designed for the AMD Athlon AMD Athlon X2 dual core CPUs back in 2005, I think it was. But surprisingly enough, this cooler has excellent performance still, and it can cool the new AMD Phenom 2 processors for AM2 Plus, AM3 boards. So that's what I'm using now, and it's doing a surprisingly good job. Take a look at the side of the box. I don't know if you can see that properly. The camera isn't that great at focusing, and yeah. Anyway, that's it. And another thing I changed, back again, were my graphics cards. I had the XFX GTX 260 216 cores, 55 nanometers CPU, and it was the XT edition, Extreme edition, slightly overclocked on the core, 621 megahertz, I think it was, and default speeds on the shaders and memory. And there was no issues with the card, but hey, I'm a graphics geek, so I'm just trying out something new every now and then. So I decided to go for the new GTX 275, yeah, cards, and I did a search back and forth until I finally found one I thought looked pretty decent, and I bought two of these because, you know, my HTPC system runs SLI. So I got this. If you can see it, it's the MSI N275 GTX Twin Frozer OC edition, overclocked edition. Not much on the back. The front is like this, quite nice, but nothing in the handles. So yeah, that's about it. It's a dual fan card. I will post some pictures in this movie clip so you can see how it looks. It has dual fans, dual 18mm or 70mm fans, I think it is. And anyway, I installed these, and they are factory overclocked to 666, yeah, number of the beast, on the core clock, and the shaders are running at 1476. No, 76 megahertz, yeah, I think. And the memory is running at 2.32 gigahertz, I think it is. So it's a little bit overclocked and slightly faster than most other GTX 275s. And one issue though, actually two, but first one, if you're using the new Forceware 190.62 drivers, Far Cry performance, no go. It drops actually these two new cards, SLI at 680 by 1050, ultra high details, 8 times anti-aliasing, tongue. It runs about 55 frames per second average, whereas the other cards I have, the GTX 260s, ran at an average of 57, which quite, I don't know, but I used the older 186 drivers for that, so it's probably because of the new drivers performance dropped a tad, but that's the way it is. But anyway, 3D Mark 03, 05, 06 and Vantage also improvements with the new GTX 275 card, so I'm pretty sure it's a driver issue with Far Cry 2, because if I turn off anti-aliasing to 0, I only win this many FPS. 1. Okay, and currently I'm running an OCC test on my HTPC system just to see how effective the Zalman cooler is. So I'll let you guys have a look. And it has been running for about 25 minutes now. So let's have a look. Yeah. And as you can all see, it's running. And of course I don't know how well this shows on this camcorder because it's quite crappy, but and the temperatures, oh, not bad at all. 49 degrees Celsius on the CPU. And of course, the screen went into power saving just as I was recording. Back again, and yeah. About 10 minutes ago it was up to 51 degrees, but it seems to have settled quite nicely now. And yeah, it's still running, and you can see the graphics cards. One is 44, the other is 53, but that's because one is closer to the PSU, and airflow in that area isn't that great. But let's take a look at the case. And now I'll shut up, and you can all hear how loud it is. Yeah, that's about it. And what else to say? I have some of the 3D Mark 03 and Vantage results I can show you later. I think I can take the screenshots on the Future Mark if you want, or I can just post the results, whatever you like. So that's the update for now, and take care everybody.